Excuse the tears. I just saw one of my favorite songs and videos that was back in 2014. I'm a huge country fan. Garth Brooks is one of my favorite musicians. Well, besides my uncles and myself, but Garth's pretty high up there. And I just and I just saw a video from like 2014, the one where Garth stops his concert and reads the after seeing the sign the lady wrote, which said chemo this morning, Garth tonight. Can't wait for the dance. The fact that the fact that Garth, excuse me, this is one of the most emotional videos I've ever done. Well, reviewing a song anyway, I should say. So, after the dance is one of my, is my absolutely favorite song, Garth Brooks song. And to see him stop a concert right and read the sign on stage, and then during his interview with Entertainment Tonight, tell the woman that he keeps the sign in his tour bus is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard or seen. That particular version of the dance brings me to absolute tears every freaking time I watch it. And they aren't tears of sadness, they are tears of both shock and amazement that Garth would do something like that, and that interview on Entertainment Tonight that Garth did was absolutely amazing. And every time I listen to the dance, or at least a particular version, I am very strong-willed, as most people know, or at least some of my family and friends know how strong-willed I am, and this is like the first time I've cried. Well, at least as that I can recall that I've actually cried during a video, and the videos that I just watched were absolutely amazing, and like I said, the dance is one of my favorite songs, and this is just, like I said, the fact that Garth's security guard brought her to the front of the stage, and he saw the sign and took it and actually unstrapped his guitar was is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, and that's why there are tears rolling down my cheeks, and honestly, I really don't give a flying F that I actually have tears rolling down my face, and I'm really glad that I saw that video again. And like I said, the dance is one of my favorite Garth Brooks songs, if not my favorite Garth Brooks song, if not one of my favorite country songs. But that was a beautiful moment between the two, and I honestly don't care what anybody thinks about the tears rolling down my face right now, or when people see this video, but I would really say the tears that are rolling down my face right now are a huge symbol of my own inner strength and my own my own how to put this, but my own absolute strength, which I had over the years. I've had like 3 different mentors that taught me how to meditate and all, and one of the songs I meditate with is the dance, and every time I see that particular video, it just makes meditating even easier. And I absolutely, like I said, I absolutely love the dance, and that particular video is one of the videos that I use for my meditation, despite what despite what meditation I'm using, be it my my Soul of the Ninja, which my cousin taught me at when I was like 10 or 11, maybe even younger than that, and and we went to his ninja night where we watched all four Three Ninjas one time, and we both broke boards on fire. That was really awesome. And the other two forms of mindset are the way of the musician, which my late uncle taught me, and the way of Zen, which my great aunt taught me. And at this particular moment, all all three mindsets are combining into one, and as you can tell, I still have tears rolling down my face, or at least a few. Like I said, the dance is just absolutely beautiful. That was an absolutely beautiful moment between Garth and the woman, and every time I see that video, like, be it the dance or that particular version of the dance, it brings me to tears, and it's just an absolutely beautiful song. And I don't blame, I will say this, I hope nobody makes, I hope nobody makes light of the fact that at the beginning of this video and for a few minutes, I have had tears in my eyes just because of how beautiful that moment between Garth and that woman was. It was it was one of the most strong uh, feelings of feelings of beauty when he said what he said at the end of that, which was after he took the sign and gave the lady the guitar, he said, quote, it, I'm one of those people that believes if God would just stick his hand out and say, I exist, and he said, God just stuck his hand out and wrote, I exist, which was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. And then what he said at the end, which was, she has his strength. She had everybody screaming in that video. And then he tells her to go kick Catcher's ass. That was absolutely beautiful. And as you can tell, I'm starting to tear up again. But I digress. That version of the dance is absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend people look that up. It is one of the it is one of the most beautiful moments of in country music history to watch that. I absolutely love that video. And like I said, be it the music video of the dance or that particular video where he actually stopped the concert, it that song brings me to freaking tears, as y'all could see. But man, that version of the dance is the most powerful version of that song that I've ever seen. And man, there may be tears rolling down my face again, but every time I watch that video, it puts things in perspective, which are it's like Garth said, it puts everything in perspective with when you read something like that, it makes you think that there are worse things that could happen to happen than the circumstances that you've had placed it, placed it, play, blah, blah, that you've had put on you. And like I said earlier in the video, but it puts that is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. But it's like I said, the dance is one of the most powerful country songs I've ever heard and ever will hear, especially that version. And honestly, I really don't care if people say anything about the tears rolling down my face, but man, the dance is one of the most powerful songs I've ever heard. I and I've wanted to review it for years, and I can't remember if I actually have, because I have so many videos posted, and it's just really wild, and the the fact that I ran into that version of the dance was really powerful, and it was under a playlist of different songs. And one other thing really stood out to me, and I absolutely love um seeing my videos and playlist, and not even it was one of my videos was underneath the that version of the dance in that playlist, and I know that that is just something that is just amazing to see. And then I saw another, I looked through the playlist that I saw, and I looked through most playlists I see that say mix on them or just different playlists. And on top of that, like 4 or 5 songs after the one that mine that was under the video of Garth stopping his concert during the dance after reading that sign. I actually saw another one of my videos, which this video is not about me. This video is about the about what Garth Brooks did, and I just went off on a little bit of a tangent, or I just went off on a little bit of a rant about how beautiful that song is and how impactful and important that song is. Well, you know the you know how the tangent I said a few minutes ago about my mindset, but man, that song really is one of the most. There are several country songs that I find really powerful. Some are more powerful than others, obviously, that they move me to tears. One of them is the dance, obviously. The others are the others are other songs that I will review at a later date, and hopefully I'm not brought to tears again after listening to some of them, which you'll just have to find out which songs they are when I review them or play them myself right now, even though I'm tearing up. My inner guitarist just wants to come out, and he just wants to play right now, and it's a little ironic that it's thanks to one of the videos that I absolutely love watching. And at this point in my life, it I'm one of those people that wear their emotions on their sleeve and will break down. And most points, some points in your life will bring you down. And like I said, watching that video is one of the points that just breaks me. And if I wasn't doing it, if it hasn't been, if I haven't been, let's just say this is like the second longest video I've ever done, just because of how beautiful that those moments are of you just need to watch the dance video that says um that I've posted to, well, I won't say where I posted it, but you you got, if you love Garth Brooks, look up Garth Brooks Cancer Sign and the dance, and you will see why I am absolutely moved to tears whenever I watch that video because of how beautiful it is. As I've stated multiple times during this video, which is absolutely amazing, and I really, really, really love the dance and a lot of Garth Brooks songs, but right now, like I said, this video is just a review of the dance and how much, how powerful that song is to certain people and things like that. I've wanted to review the dance for a long time. I just never got around to it before now, and I'm honestly surprised with how much that song means to me that I haven't reviewed it just yet, and I feel kind of dumb for not doing that, but I digress. And like I said, what Garth did for that lady was absolutely amazing, and to hear what he said at the end of that video, which was, like I said, that she has all of Garth's strength, and she had everybody screaming in the venue, which was absolutely amazing. And I'm starting to tear up again just thinking about it. But at the end of that, before Garth walked out the stage, he said, like I said, he said she had all his strength. She had everybody screaming in there. And then he ended it with, quote, "You go kick cancer's ass." It was absolute. That's one of the most powerful statements I've heard, and it was absolutely beautiful. And honestly, I really hope that she is good at this point and doing a lot better than she was that night. It was absolutely, I absolutely love the dance, and that is one of my favorite versions of that video. But again, I digress. It is absolutely one of the most beautiful things I've seen, and it's just been really a long time since I've seen that video, so I'm kind of surprised that it came up on my feed on YouTube. And like I said, a few minutes ago to see a few of my songs in a playlist with that is pretty damn amazing in my opinion. And I never thought go check out my other videos and I my recent videos. I would recommend YouTube Analytics plus Mom's Year Mom's Yearbook, and I'd recommend I'd recommend all my videos, especially, but there are certain ones I would recommend the most. Like I said, most recently, I would recommend YouTube Analytics and Mom's Yearbook. And one of the songs recommend, I would actually recommend all the songs that I've done, even though I have done Return to Poop Corner at least 4 or 5 times over the years, which that is another one of the most powerful songs that is by a different artist, Kenny Loggins, which I actually saw another video where where Kenny's explaining that that he wrote that during his when he was doing his homework, or rather instead of doing his homework, he was writing the song, and it's another one of those powerful songs. And the reason that one is so powerful is due to it being one of the songs that actually it was the first song I ever learned to play on guitar with thanks to my uncle always playing it, and I knew which chords to hit when he put the guitar in my hands at the age of nearly 8, which was I'm 34 and a half now, and that was like 26 years ago, going on 27, because in like 6 months, less than 6 months, I will be 35, and to see how far I've come in a long time since I started playing is absolutely amazing. And I know I've gone on about several other things in this video that are really important to me, and I I still remember the feel. I actually have that specific guitar out on my out in my room. It's propped up against my wall. I would flip over the camera to show that off, but you'll see it in the, you'll it, y'all will see that guitar, and my, actually in like 99.98% of my videos, actually there's only 2 videos that I've done without my without using my what is my family guitar, which I still remember the feeling of when my uncle passed it over to me and said, give it a go, bud, and you'll I still remember the feeling. It was like at that time, my when my uncle handed over the guitar, when my late uncle handed over the guitar, it was like really free. It was like there was a. It was like the second he passed over the guitar, it was like I had bonded with that guitar as much as I had bonded with my late uncle, which I've gone into detail about that in several videos, which I won't go over what my cousin, actually, I will go over what my cousin said after my uncle died, just for the hell of it. And what my cousin said was a few days before my uncle had passed, may he rest in peace. And he said we had a celebration of life for my uncle, and my cousin brought out a very familiar guitar case and handed it to me. I was I was in shock again when my cousin brought that guitar case out and just thrusted it into my hands, and well, not thrusted it, but I digress. And let's just say what my cousin told me was one of the most powerful things I've ever heard, besides what Garth said during that particular concert, which my uncle still is one of my biggest inspirations. Well, besides, let's say, Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw, Toby Keith, may he, may he rest in peace also, which I'm honestly surprised that I've honestly done. This video was just supposed to be a, a review of that specific video of the dance and the and Garth's subsequent interview on Entertainment Tonight, which I was when I did the dance, I was going to review Garth's interview also, and that was one of the most powerful moments I have ever witnessed, and well, that didn't personally involve me because I have witnessed and had some very, very powerful moments in my life, and but I digress. And that song, the dance, is just one of the songs that gives me a lot of strength, and that particular video puts everything into perspective, which, like I said earlier in this video, it's just kind of funny that I was only going to do a review of the of that particular video, those particular videos. The video of where Garth saw the sign, and then his interview on Entertainment Tonight, but I I have it's just been a very interesting night for me, or rather day and morning, which it is it's getting more and more that I will say, other than my uncle Garth Brooks and, like I said, Kenny Loggins and Brad Paisley are some of the some of my biggest inspirations to play. And I will say, after when my like I said earlier, when my cousin had handed me what is essentially our family guitar that I learned to play on, he learned, I believe he had learned to play on it, and a few more of my cousins had learned to play on that particular guitar, and that guitar means the absolute world to me. And for like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months after what happened, and like I said, my cousin slipped me the guitar and the guitar case, and then my cousin said something to the effect of, like I said, he had a conversation with his dad, and he said he had that guitar was meant for me, which I never actually expected my cousin to say. I was like in shock, and every time I play that particular guitar, I have a few guitars, but there's really only two that are playable, and my electric guitar that I haven't actually used. It's more of a wall hanging guitar now, even though I don't have wall hangers at the moment, which I sure as hell wish I did. But thinking about whenever I hold a guitar, be it the one my uncle gave me, the my practice guitar, which I am actually rebuilding from the ground up, which now the only thing that is that needs to be done with that guitar is I need to get the bridge fixed and it restrung, and by that I mean, and by that one I mean my project guitar that my sister had pulled out of a dumpster, and I know that my late uncle, if he had seen that, he would have been like super, super, super pissed off that somebody would. Another one of the lessons my uncle taught me was, if you treat if you treat your instruments right, it will they will respond in sort of the same way and make things easier to play, which God knows my God knows I've held on to every lesson that my uncle has had, that every person who taught me how to play, which was my uncles on my mom's side, my uncle on my dad's side and my cousin on my dad's side, which ironically we were learning from my uncle on my dad's side, which was really, really damn cool. Holy smokes, I didn't realize how long I've been recording. Like I said earlier, this video was just supposed to be a video of my, of the dance or that specific, version of the dance, but this video kind of got away from me, which I find freaking hilarious because I have, well, let's just say it's, I really thought that I thought this would be like a 10 to 12, maybe 18-minute video, like my, like so many more, but this video has taken a lot longer than I had expected, which when I get this posted, you all will see what I mean. And like I said over and over and over again in this video, the dance is just one of the most powerful songs I've ever heard, and it's a very beautiful song, which is absolutely amazing, especially like I said earlier in this video, that particular version of the dance is the most powerful version of the dance that I've ever heard, and I absolutely love Garth's reaction when he actually sees the sign, and what he does in that particular moment was, it was, to me it looked like there was nothing but the two of them, even though it was an entirely, what looked like an entire full venue of people in the at the concert, which was absolutely amazing to see and hear what Garth said, which y'all should know what Garth said by now because I've repeated it several times over this video, and it's an absolutely amazing thing that how beautiful that moment was between Garth and the woman, which I absolutely love, which I've said multiple times over this video, and I honestly didn't realize how long I've been recording, which is kind of funny because when I get ideas for videos, which are nearly every day, be they food reviews or music video reviews like this one turned out to be, or videos of miscellaneous things that I've done over the years, which are absolutely amazing. And like I said earlier, the dance is one of the songs that gives me a lot of strength, and it's an absolutely beautiful song, which as you saw earlier in the video, brings me to tears, which I honestly don't give a flying crap what people say. If anybody leaves a comment about why I had tears in my eyes, it just watch the video, and or rather the beginning of the video, and you will understand why I had tears in my eyes, be it because of thinking of the actual song, the dance, and the the fact that that song is so powerful, especially that one version of the dance that I've been recording for, recording and talking about for so long. I do feel kind of odd that I went on a long tangent about my guitar career when this video was just supposed to be about supposed to be a video about the dance and all that stuff, and I still can't. I honestly am surprised that I have been recording about my own, how I started to play music and all that stuff. And on top of that, this may sound weird, but let's just say, on top of Garth Brooks, Toby Keith, my uncles, my cousin, a few of my aunts, and things things of that, and people of that nature. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sister, to a well, to a big extent, my entire family, both sides, which I can't wait to. It was We had a really amazing Memorial Day, which was absolutely amazing. I can't remember if there's a video of about Memorial Day on my channel, but here it goes. We had a couple of family members over for Memorial Day, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 days before Memorial Day, and my uncle, they were all members of, on my dad's side of the family, which was, seeing them again is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love my dad's side of the family. Things are, other than the dance, putting things in perspective, putting, talking with my dad's side of the family also puts things in perspective, which is really wild, in my opinion. Things are really, every time I'm with my dad's side of the family, well, besides funerals and things, well, it's, my dad's side of the family puts just as much, things in perspective about my life and the challenges I've faced over the years, which are way too many to get into at the moment. If I did that, I'd probably be sitting here for like another hour and a half with how many times my dad's side of the family and my both sides of my family actually where I'd probably be sitting here for another hour and a half added to how long this video is, which would make this video even longer if I went through every aspect that I that my dad's side of the family, that my family is put into perspective, along with how the dances put things in perspective for me, which I've said multiple times in this video. It's that is one song I want to record, which I hope I get around to recording that song. And I'm surprised that I would go up on multiple tangents of how long from the core reason why I wanted to record this video. And like I said, sometimes my dad's family puts things in perspective for me, which is absolutely amazing. My mom puts things in perspective for me too. My mom's entire well, some of my mom's family puts things in perspective, which that's not to say my mom's entire family doesn't put things in perspective for me, and so does my dad's side of the family. This is really wild because, like I said, this video was only supposed to be like 15 to 20 minutes, well, 12 to 20 minutes long, and I've gone on a lot longer than that, as you can plainly see. Like I said a few minutes ago, my entire family puts things in perspective, and my entire family gives me a lot of strength, almost as much strength as the dance gives me, which is freaking wild that I've almost, well, you'll see how long this video is when I post it, which is completely wild that I would go off on so many tangents when this video was, like I said, just supposed to be about the dance and how much that song puts into perspective for me, and it turned into a lot longer video than I had planned. And if things go into perspective, things go the way I want them to, my brother and I will be getting out of the house and sometime soon, and things will be put into another video, which it's just really funny to me that, like I said, the video was just supposed to be about Garth Brooks being as kind and wonderful of a, he's an inspiration to everyone that listens to country music. He's absolutely amazing. If I had to go into who would the like the top 5 or 6 inspirations for me are my uncle, my late uncle, my uncle on my another uncle on my mom's side who actually had quote unquote helped me get out of the darkness from losing my losing his brother, and this is my cousin on my dad's side, my uncle on my dad's side. They all make me put things in perspective, which is, I wanted to say thank you for helping me put my life into perspective, to everyone who's made me think about my life choices and things like that. I mean, even if I never met those people, which would be, like I said, um, Garth Brooks, Toby Keith, may he rest in peace, and Brad Paisley, and um, let's Kenny Loggins, and several others, which I've repeated over the last couple of minutes, that I have a lot of inspirations. My dad, my mom, everybody I mentioned here in this video. This is quite wild, when it was just supposed to be a song about the dance. I mean, a review of the dance, and it turned into, well, you'll see how long this video is, which is kind of crazy. I know not many people will sit here for as long as this video is, but some people will, which I hope to see my subscriber count go up, which go check out my other videos, which is how all my videos are, well, I think all my videos are great, and this video took on a mind of its own, which is wild. When I think it all over, there are more people tell me that I am an inspiration to them than they are to me, which is actually a very comforting thing, that people say that I am an inspiration to them. And it's weird that one of my biggest inspirations is now gone, and has been gone for, I don't know, I think it's been like 7 or 8 years now that my uncle has been gone. My grandma and grandpa on dad's side, have been gone for like 7 or 8 years now, and they are still huge inspirations of mine that I miss to this day, which is, it's just, my grandpa got me into car collecting, which is another one of my hobbies besides just shredding on my guitar, which I've talked about several times. I honestly don't know who will sit here for as long as this video is, but it's just, this video has taken on a mind of its own, because like I said earlier, there are so many people who inspire me, even if I haven't met them, which is completely wild. But like I said, this video is just supposed to be a video about the dance and how powerful it is to me, and it's just been quite wild that it's taken me this long to review the video of what Garth said, and it was absolutely amazing to me that I would go off on so many tangents, and I honestly doubt that barely anybody will see this whole video, which if nobody sees this whole video, and it would it would this video was just supposed to be a video about the dance, and it turned into what it turned into, which is completely wild to me that, well, you'll see how long the timestamp is when I get this video done. It's just really wild that so many people inspire me, and I've talked about how many people inspire me and all that sort of stuff. This video kind of took on a mind of its own, and things are just really, really good. I I've just been doing really well, and things are great. I honestly don't know how this video took on a mind of its own, and if nobody finishes if people just end up skipping around to how long this video is with how many rants I've gone on for how long, and they don't actually sit through the entire video, I will completely understand. But this video has taken on a mind of its own, which I say that in a digressing way, that it's just wild that my my YouTube career has taken as long as it has, with how much stuff I've gone through, the um, the subsequent people who support me through everything that I do, and my mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, and there was a couple of times where we didn't think I would make it through all the, let's just say I face whatever God puts in front of me for the sake of my family. And there were times where, well, I won't say it, but you can tell by the infliction in my in blah. You can tell by the sound of my voice and where my voice cracks that holy crap. Oh Lord. That did not tickle. And yeah, it's just been wild that this video is just supposed to be about the dance, and I've gone on for, well, you can see how long the timestamp is, which is wild that I can turn a video into something as a video that is as powerful as that into something that I never thought I'd get to, which is wild, and it's kind of funny that I would turn a video into what it has been. I mean, what it was supposed to be into as long as it has been. And yeah, it's been a great thing for me. And I hope you guys, I doubt anybody will see the end of this video, at least without skipping around, because, like I said, I went off on a couple of tangents there. And yeah, life's pretty good. I'm enjoying how I'm enjoying everything. I'm enjoying every aspect of my life, which is amazing. And I will continue to do videos in the future if you guys want me to, which I honestly hope you do, because I enjoy making content for you guys, which is completely crazy that things have. I honestly didn't think this video would be this long for what it is. And like I said, it was just supposed to be a video um of what Garth did, which was absolutely beautiful, and then I turn it into what it is. And I'm surprised that I could go this long on several different topics, which, with how important these topics were for me, I can't wait to do my more movie reviews and TV reviews, which it's kind of funny because all the TV shows I watch are on like streaming services, um, YouTube, Paramount Plus, Netflix for some of them, and yeah, it's just I like I said, I highly doubt anybody will actually sit around. You'll probably skip around, and I know I've talked about my analytics over the last, well, you see how long the, oh boy, not again, but you've seen how long everything's been, which it's been wild that I could actually predict that how long the video would be. I was actually pretty close, and at the same time, it's just wild that everybody I've talked this long, and I know people won't sit here through well, you see how long the video is, and I know certain gamers who have done like 24 plus hour videos, which I hope one of these days to do. Oh, hell, I might actually do a video on an entire day on my life if my phone's battery will allow it. But I'm just wondering if you guys would enjoy that. And if not, I won't actually do it. But I hope at least some of you would want me to do that. I've actually had that suggested to me a couple of times, and I think it'd be really fun to do something like that. And like I said, in this video before. It's it's been a while that, well, actually it hadn't been a while that I've done a video, but things are just really great for me, and I'm surprised I was able to go on for this long about different topics, which are really, really, really funny because, like I said, the video was just supposed to be about the dance and the subsequent video of Garth Brooks's um, interview with Entertainment Tonight, which was, they are both great videos. And like I said, I don't know if that woman is still, well, you get my point. But if she is, I really hope she took Garth's words to heart. And things are just freaking wild that I've gone on this long when the video is just supposed to be about that. Well, as I've repeated, it was just supposed to be about the those two videos, which that would have gone on for like 12 minutes or something like that. And I know that come August, actually, I might do a little King of the Hill review here, which would be awesome. One of my favorite episodes is the episode Naked Ambition, which is a very wild episode, and I doubt anybody will ever hear I might do a TV review of that episode, which I really want to do more King of the Hill reviews and Pokemon reviews if I get the chance. Ha, funny. But yeah, I doubt anybody will get to see the little King of the Hill tangent I went on. But if you haven't seen Naked Ambition, it is a really good episode of King of the Hill. And, well, honestly, King of the Hill does have a couple of episodes that go on forever, which one of them is actually Miss Wakefield, which is a very slow video. It seems to drag on for ever and ever, ironically, like this video. But like I said, several gaming YouTubers have gone on and played games for even longer than I've been recording right now. But I can tell you this, when my mom sees how long this video is, it's gonna be hilarious to me. I'll probably have to do a reaction video to my mom's reaction of how long this video is. And I know I've posted a few videos I have another video suggestion, which is 20-year ingrown hair gross, which I had posted to my mom's channel. I didn't post it to mine because it wasn't my account that I could post it to, although if you guys really want to see my perspective of that video, I will do a video on that, which, oh God, if you've seen that video, you know the implications of it, which I honestly don't know how somebody could have an ingrown hair for that long, and it was really freaking nasty, which is one reason why I highly recommend the video because, well, you'll see if you ever watch that video. That's another one of my recommendations. Oh, and if you go to the channel, I don't know if my mom would want me promoting her channel here, but like name is, my channel's name is Isaac Brummett. My mom's channel name is, I think, Deborah Brummett, which I don't know if my mom would want me promoting her channel here, but I already did. And yeah, there's a video of me on my mom's channel, which is, let's just say I've done a video on that. Well, let's just say I can't remember where we were going, but my brother had stopped to rescue a turtle on the side of the road. That turtle fell off our dashboard, and I know nobody will get to see this part without fast forwarding, which, like I said, I've gone on several tangents, and it's just been a wild day and a wild couple of minutes that I have actually, oh boy, not cool. But if at least one person watches this, I will be absolutely thrilled because, like I said at the well, like I said on, I honestly don't know how this video got away from me, quote unquote, got away from me over this time, which I never thought I'd do a video this long over the time span I had. I doubt any of you will watch the entire video. You all will probably not even see this whole video, and if you don't, I wouldn't blame you because, like I said, only certain videos would get that many views. I highly doubt this one will. Nobody will actually hear the ending to this video without cutting it into pieces when they watch it. But it's been a wild time that I've spent doing this video, and like I said at the multiple times when I've done this video, it's my life has been really interesting, and like I said, there have been multiple people who have inspired me to do my best, and it's just been a wild time that I've had in my life the last 34 going on, well, actually 34 and a half years, which I know nobody will hear this, but there have been times where things were really off, and if somebody actually watches this, it would be really cool, and I doubt anybody will watch this entire video, but because you can see how long the timestamp is, I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as hell will. Peace out, y'all. And thanks again for letting me go on this entire YouTube journey, which has been an absolutely amazing ride. And I doubt anybody will ever hear the end of this, but if you guys do, I want to say thanks. And it's just really weird that I could go on as long as I did with several different topics when this video was just supposed to be about the dance. And well, that one particular video where Garth cut the song short just to read the sign, which was absolutely amazing. Today's been very interesting for me. I can't wait to see the look on my mom's face when she sees how long I've been recording for, especially this early in the morning, which it's just wild that I could get a video this long. And like I said before, there are other YouTubers who go on for like 4 or 5 hours, and they're just gamer YouTubers, which I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of if nobody sees the end of this, it wouldn't bother me but I do hope at least one person sees this and is inspired by what I have done. And yeah, it's just been an interesting day. I'm your host, Isaac Rowett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. I've had a really cool day, and I hope you guys have a great day. I doubt anybody will ever see the end of the entire video, but if you guys give at least some of it a chance, funny, and do all that stuff, like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. I've had a blast recording this, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep on getting video after video after video after video out, and I never thought I'd go off on so many tangents. Well, this video has taken on a mind of its own, and yeah, I am your host, Isaac Rowett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as hell will. Peace out, y'all.